The weight of holding on can make you feel stuck, but the freedom of walking away makes you feel alive again. It takes courage to walk away from everything, but sometimes it's the only way to move forward. Walking away might be difficult, but staying where you are could be even worse. Walking away from everything means choosing yourself and your peace over everything else. Sometimes we need to walk away from everything to realize what we truly need to stay for. Letting go is not the end, but the beginning of a new journey towards peace and fulfillment. In the process of walking away, we often find the strength we never knew we had. Walking away from everything that no longer serves you will lead you straight to the life you were always meant to have. Sometimes, the best way to heal is to walk away from what is breaking you. When everything feels like it's crumbling, walking away may be the only thing left to do. Walking away isn't about giving up. It's about finding the courage to start anew. Sometimes the hardest part isn't leaving. It's realizing that walking away is the only path to your true happiness. Walking away from everything you know can be the first step toward everything you've ever dreamed of. When you've given all you can, walking away is the act of giving yourself the freedom to heal. The unknown may seem daunting, but walking away from the familiar can lead you to the most unexpected and beautiful places. It's in the quiet moments of walking away that you'll find the clarity to see your true path. Sometimes, to reclaim your peace, you must walk away from what once felt like home. Letting go of what no longer serves you can be the most liberating and empowering decision you'll ever make. The moment you walk away from everything, you make room for everything that was meant for you. The strength to walk away comes not from the desire to escape, but from the need to grow. Walking away isn't an act of defeat. It's an act of self-respect and the courage to pursue a new beginning. Sometimes, the journey toward peace starts with simply walking away from the chaos. It takes wisdom to realize when something is no longer right for you, and even more wisdom to walk away. Walking away from everything is a powerful reminder that you are the architect of your own future. The beauty of walking away is that you create space for something better to come into your life. Leaving behind what you thought was your everything can lead you to discover what truly matters. When you feel like you've reached your limit, walking away is the key to opening a new chapter of possibilities. There's no shame in walking away from a situation that no longer nurtures your spirit. Sometimes, the only way to move forward is to release the past, step into the unknown, and trust yourself. Letting go can feel like loss, but it's actually the beginning of something even more beautiful. Walking away is not about quitting. It's about knowing when to choose something better for your soul. When you feel stuck, walking away opens doors to new opportunities you never saw before. Sometimes the greatest act of strength is to leave what's no longer serving you and walk toward what nourishes your soul. Walking away from everything you know can feel terrifying, but it's also the most liberating decision you can make. The journey of walking away may be filled with uncertainty, but it's also where your true transformation begins. When you walk away from everything you've built, you're not just leaving, you're making room for something more aligned with your purpose. Walking away is not about abandoning, it's about choosing yourself and your peace of mind over the chaos. The true power lies not in holding on, but in knowing when to let go and walk away from what no longer serves you. Sometimes you have to walk away from everything to find your inner strength and discover what truly makes you happy. When the journey has run its course, walking away is simply part of your natural evolution. Every step you take away from what no longer serves you brings you closer to who you're meant to become. The hardest part about walking away is not knowing what's next, but that's where faith and courage come in. You don't have to stay where you feel lost. Walking away is how you find your way back to yourself. To walk away from everything doesn't mean failure. It means freedom to choose your own path. In walking away, you find the courage to step into a life that aligns with your true desires and values. Sometimes, walking away from the past is the only way to make room for the future you've been waiting for. The process of walking away might break your heart, but it will also rebuild your soul. Walking away is a declaration that you deserve more than what you've been settling for. Sometimes it takes everything falling apart to realize that walking away is the only option left. When your heart has been torn too many times, walking away feels like the only way to protect yourself. The hardest thing to do is to leave behind what you thought would last forever. But sometimes it's the only way to begin again. When the burden of everything you've carried becomes too heavy, letting go becomes an act of self-love. It's not about giving up, it's about giving yourself the freedom to grow. Sometimes, walking away is the bravest thing you can do when you've outgrown a chapter. When you're surrounded by chaos, sometimes the most peaceful thing you can do is step out of it. Letting go doesn't mean you've failed. It means you've learned that something better is out there waiting for you. If the weight of it all has become too much, it might be time to release yourself and walk towards something new. Sometimes, the only way forward is to turn around and walk away from what is no longer serving you. We hold on to things out of fear, but true courage lies in the strength to walk away from everything that doesn't bring peace. Letting go is a sign of growth, not defeat. It means you're ready for a new beginning. The journey of walking away may be painful, but it's also a path to healing and discovery. Sometimes you have to walk away from everything to find yourself again. It takes strength to leave the past behind and step into the unknown with nothing but hope. To walk away from everything you know is to trust that something better awaits you. Walking away isn't a sign of weakness. It's a sign of strength and self-respect. When you walk away from what's been holding you back, you open the door to everything you've been longing for. Sometimes we have to let go of the life we planned in order to make room for the life that's waiting. When the pain of staying outweighs the fear of leaving, you realize it's time to walk away. The hardest step is always the first one, but once you walk away, you'll realize it was the only step that mattered. Walking away isn't an end. It's simply a transition into a new chapter of your life. Sometimes you have to let go of everything you thought you needed to find what you truly desire. The courage to walk away from everything is the courage to embrace a new beginning. When your soul is tired of carrying unnecessary burdens, walking away becomes the greatest act of self-care. Sometimes the only way to heal is to walk away from what no longer nourishes your spirit. You'll never know what you're capable of until you walk away from the comfort of everything you've known. In the silence that comes after you walk away, you'll hear the whispers of a better future calling. Walking away from everything takes a leap of faith, but it's a leap toward the life you're meant to live. Letting go of the past isn't easy, but it's the only way to create room for the future. Sometimes we must leave everything behind in order to rediscover who we truly are. You don't need permission to walk away from things that no longer serve your happiness. Letting go is never a sign of weakness, but rather the strength to walk toward a brighter tomorrow. Sometimes walking away is the most loving thing you can do for both yourself and the people around you. There's power in knowing when to walk away. It's the moment when you reclaim your peace. In order to move forward, you sometimes have to let go of everything holding you back. Walking away doesn't mean quitting. It means knowing when it's time to change direction. It's okay to walk away from things that no longer align with your values and your heart. If it's time to leave, don't hesitate. Trust that what you're walking toward is greater than what you're leaving behind. Walking away is an act of reclaiming your power when you've been drowning in what no longer serves you. When you feel like everything is slipping away, sometimes the best choice is to walk away from it all. Sometimes we hold on for too long. Walking away is the answer to freeing yourself from what's holding you down. The peace you're searching for is often found in the quiet space that comes after you walk away. You don't have to explain yourself to anyone when you decide it's time to walk away. Your journey is yours alone. Walking away might feel like the hardest choice, but it's the most empowering step you can take for your future. When you let go of what's no longer aligned with your truth, you make space for something extraordinary. Sometimes, walking away is the ultimate act of self-respect, knowing when something isn't worth your time or energy. In walking away, you open up the space to find what you've truly been searching for all along. The hardest thing you'll ever do is walk away from everything you've known, but the most rewarding.